Good morning, everybody. Welcome to day 23 of Vlogmas. Oh my goodness, I cannot believe it's saying day 23. When I first started this, day one, I was just like, I'm not sure I'm going to make this. But I'm here. It's day 23. I wanted to wear something cute, but honestly, the weather, everybody knows the blast is coming. Well, it's blowing in here. I'm filming this about 9 o'clock in the morning. They said about 9 o'clock it was going to roll in, and it is. The wind is whipping. Things are blowing around. It is, the Arctic blast is reaching us here right now. I hope wherever you are, I know it's going to hit everywhere, that you're safe, you're somewhere warm, stay inside, get a few things you need, and hunker down. It's snowing here in Texas. Can you see it? Can you see the flurries? Look, it's snowing, and my trees keep getting knocked down. Yay! Look at that. It's gonna be a white Christmas here in Texas. It's gonna be a white Christmas everywhere. I need to pick these trees up. But look at that. Isn't that cool? It's coming down here in Texas on the 22nd of December. Oh my goodness, I can't remember the last time I had a white Christmas here in Texas. It's been ages. Look at that. Awesome. I don't see very often a Christmas tree in the snow falling down outside in Texas. Wow. What a beautiful blessing. We're going to have a white Christmas. Isn't that beautiful? So pretty. Thank you. I just wanted to share. Awesome. Cold. Boy, is it cold. It dropped 18 degrees in 1 hour. But hey, we're getting snow for Christmas. Awesome. It's a good time to hunker down, because get with those you love. It's time to just stay inside, celebrate Christmas any way that you are. Even if you're by yourself, you're never alone. You are with God, and just I like to be grateful for all the things I've had and that I've been blessed with in my life. And it's not about the things that you get. It's about enjoying your life and connecting with other people and showing them kindness and love. And of course, in doing that, you receive so much back yourself from doing things like that. Anyway, let's get into it this morning. If you don't know me, I'm Gina Pike. This is a knitting TurnPike. I've been doing Vlogmas since day one. I had to punt and started combining 2 days together. So this is day 23. I will be having day 24 update tomorrow, and I'll put them in a video together. And then on Christmas Day, I am going to show a little bit of a video clip. During all of my Advents, I have been talking about what is Advent. In addition, even though that's not knitting related, what is Advent? It is season related. It is why do we celebrate Christmas? And I've also been talking about some of the different names of Jesus Christ throughout the Bible. I haven't been able to share all of them, but on Christmas Day I'm going to give an overview of all of them, since it is Christmas Day. And on Christmas Day we do light the 5th Advent candle. Even though my wreath only has a place for 4, I'm going to light a 5th Advent candle and go through that as well. So I hope you'll join me. I'll probably show a few clips of us opening a few presents. We open our presents Christmas Eve, and then on Christmas Day there's Santa stuff. We believe in Santa still, so yes, there's Santa stuff, even though we are in our 50s and we have no children here at our house anymore. So we still do that. And I have a couple of happy mails to open today. Some of you guys have blessed me. I want to share that with you if you don't mind. And I have some knitting. I've been working on some Advent knitting. I had procedures, if you want to hear about that. I don't want to go into all of that again, but I had 2 medical procedures this week. Well, 1 medical procedure yesterday. I'm feeling okay today. Yesterday I was a little sore, which is why I didn't come back and do any updates after I got home. I was pretty groggy and kind of out of it until early afternoon. So I didn't really do any more knitting or any more video updates for that video that I released. I had to finish that video, push it up, you know, do all the checks I do on it and everything. So I just kind of had to get that film finished, and it was a longer film. I was actually so happy that the Christmas light stuff stayed in there. I was worried about that because I'd never taken a compiled video that I made and put it with another video, but it worked. I was so excited that it all worked and I could put it out in one, but it is a longer video. Today's video might be a longer video as well, so you may want to go ahead and grab something to drink, come back, you know, pause the video, come back and sit down with me for a little while because I have a lot of things I want to talk about today, including the Happy Mails, and I have knitting. And if I can get both of my next clues for the one of my Advent projects has been the best of the MKAl calendar stoles. I knit this every year. I've knitted, this is the 4th year I've knitted it. The first year's stole I gave away. This was the stole from 2020. This is the stole from 2021. I want to show you those, and then I want to show you this, but I want to finish this first and block it, so I've got to work on that today. That's what I'm going to be doing today. I did finish clue 11. I'll give you a brief glimpse, and I do have a video on that I'll go into more detail with that. It is more of that same kind of knitting under the stitch like we did back in clue 2 when we did the bees. This is called Dragonflies. So I'm going to be doing a video clip on that, and you do that knit under the stitch, but it is a little bit different. And I love the way that she did this because it created this beautiful diagonal lines because she shifted. With the bees, it kind of stayed in the same column, the way that she did those, but this one, it shifted every 3 rows, so it made these diagonal dragonflies, and it just looks so cool and sharp and crisp and interesting. So I did start clue 12. They're just with my beads. I started clue 12 last night, and I'm hoping to finish that today because when I finish clue 12 I can block it, and if I can get it blocked, then I can maybe tomorrow film and put it in this film, the three stoles up from this Bridget Coke. And you guys can, you know, maybe tell me which one you like best, which pattern. Maybe if you've been following these, tell me which pattern you like best so far. I would love to hear that. I have to think about mine for a minute. I'll tell you guys tomorrow. I'll have to look at it and think about it. There's been a lot of really, really good ones that she's done. And with this being the best of, I'm going to look at that closer, and I'll come back tomorrow and I'll tell you which one I think is my favorite pattern. Of course, it'll probably involve the knitting of it too. Which one was the most fun to knit? Yesterday, I was going to show you a Christmas card and some Happy Mail. I couldn't figure out the Christmas card, so I decided to try to figure it out, and I'd show you today. Today, I'm going to open Happy Mail from Mary Beth. I decided I'd put it under the tree, but then I decided, you know, that's not really fair. I should really just open it so she can see me opening it, and open it before Christmas so she can see me open it. And then if you guys want to see that as well, I'll share that here. And then I also, yesterday, I got a beautiful Happy Mail from Kathleen Ferris, and we're going to open that as well. And it was so sweet of her to think of me. And so I have these to open, and we're going to open those here in a minute. And let's see, what else are we going to do? I want you to look at this card from Mary Beth. This was a card, and I opened it, and I couldn't figure out how to open it. And that's why I just decided I need to figure out how to open it, and then I'll share it. But it is so beautiful. It was flat, and it has all these pockets that open. And then look at this. This is the nativity scene. It is gorgeous. I've never seen a card like this. But you can see Mary and Joseph and baby Jesus, and then there's the lambs, and then of course the angels over here. Isn't that beautiful? And then there's doves and the star. This is so pretty. Thank you so much. This is a beautiful card. I think I'm going to set it on my knitting table behind where the camera's sitting right now, and I'm going to look at it until after Christmas. You know, I'm just going to, it won't really hang on the wall, so I'm just going to sit it over here, and that way I can look at it and be reminded of my beautiful friend Mary Beth and Jesus, and the reason why we celebrate this season. So thank you so much for that. Let's see, I don't know which stuff to open up first this morning. I did not do any more knitting on the Advent calendar stole yesterday. I just worked on the MKAl, and that's probably all I'm going to work on today is this stole, trying to finish it up. I want to finish it. I've got clue 12 today to finish, and then after I finish that, I have to do a bind off, do the beaded bind off, beaded picot bind off. There probably is a video for that already from Astrid, who is Bridget's daughter. And if there is, I'll link that down in the description box below if you want to know how to do that in detail. They usually share that on YouTube. And I don't want to step on their toes for that. I just like to show the stuff that are just stitches that may not have a video. In case you are knitting this or want to think about knitting, thinking, I can do that. I'm going to knit that stole. But I want to finish that up today. So I don't know if I'll get any more of the adventurer wrap done. But once I get that done, I should have time to work on the adventurer wrap. And then after Christmas, I'm going to do a video to share with you guys what I'm going to be working on after Christmas. I have a whole plan of things. And then for the next year, I'll be telling you guys what I plan to do for the next year. I've already kind of shared some of that. But I have some knitting that I'm going to be working on the Hybrid Knit Along 3. That's Stephen West. It starts December 26th. I've actually started mine. They are knitting one of the shawl pattern that's in his Hybrid Knit Along 3, which is the Aurora Cabin shawl. I should have brought it in here. I've started it. I'm like on section 4. I'll maybe take a picture and put it in right here instead of, because I don't have it here with me. But I have started it. It is so much fun to knit. It is a lot of slip stitch knitting and color work. You need 5 colors of fingering weight yarn to knit this shawl. So you could take 5 skeins of yarn that really don't go together, or that maybe do go together, that you want to put together and create something beautiful in this shawl pattern with it. And it is so much fun. Like I said, it is fun. The rows get very long. Like in section 4, I'm about to get to where the rows are over 500 stitches long, 700 stitches long. But what are we doing in the winter? Sitting and knitting, and the stitches are really easy. So it's just a lot of fun, easy knitting. You can do it while watching TV. It's not like super hard lace or anything. It's just very easy, fun knitting. Something to knit while it's cold outside and you want to keep your hands busy. And you can watch TV or listen to a podcast or an audiobook or whatever it is you do when you knit, or sit and talk with friends. So I'm going to be working on that. And then I have some other things I'm going to be casting on to help me for next year, some sock pattern. I haven't wound my socks yet, but I hope to do that maybe today after if I can get the stole blocked. I'll wind this sock yarn. So I have it sitting there. And I just have a lot of things planned for next year that I'll be going into detail after Christmas. We'll worry about that later. I have it on a list. Trust me, to try not to forget. I should be looking at my list right now so I don't forget to tell you some things, because that's usually what happens is I turn off the camera and I've forgotten to tell you guys something. So give me 1 second. Let's see. So today I told you kind of the plan. Tomorrow we have Christmas Eve church. And I don't think the weather's going to be bad except for the cold. Now, they're saying we might even lose our power, kind of like last year. So I'm hoping that doesn't happen, because that was really brutal. It wasn't last year. It was 2 years ago. In 2021, we had a cold snap here in Texas, and we lost power for a week. They would turn it on. They were cycling it, and we would get power for like an hour every day. So we had to like have food ready to heat up real quick. Like we fortunately had some food in the fridge cooked, and it stayed, since it was cold, it stayed cold in our fridge, even though our fridge wasn't working. We could heat it up and eat, but that was brutal. And we fortunately had wood to stay warm. This year we don't have any wood, so I'm hoping we do not lose power, because we're going to be very cold. But you know, we have lots of clothes and blankets, so we'll survive if we do. Let's see. The other thing I want to mention, just because sometimes you need time to plan things. If you are looking for something else to knit after Christmas and you maybe don't want to do Stephen West shawl, there is another knit along that I've done it 1 year. I did it like 3 years ago before I started YouTube. It's from Nomadic Knits. They do the 12 days of Knitmas. They're going to be doing that this year. It starts on December 26th, and you get a clue every day. It is a mystery knit along. This year they're doing a cow project. You need a single skein of fingering weight yarn, and then you need like 4 mini skeins, which you could use 4 scraps of yarn, probably 20 grams. Maybe if you have like a kitchen scale, you could weigh them just to make sure that you I just got this one, a new one. I wanted one with a digital point after it for my socks, splitting single skeins of sock yarn, which I'm going to show you how to do that too. But Anyway, just weigh it and see what you got. And if you got over 20 grams, that'd be perfect. Just use some stuff you've already got, you know, some scraps left over from other projects that go really well together and create a beautiful cowl. They're going to be creating a cowl, and that's 12 days of mystery knitting starting December the 26th, Nomadic Knits. I will link that down in the description box below as well. And I've done that before. They have a Facebook group. It is a lot of fun. They're a really nice group, a lot of nice camaraderie. And the pattern I knitted 3 years ago was really pretty. I'll try to put a picture. It was like a long scarf, and I learned a couple of new techniques too. There was a cutting some stitches and wrapping some stitches after you knitted them, and that I was really nervous about that, but I did it. It was fun. It's a really beautiful. It was a beautiful technique to your knitting. It was something really cool. So I learned a lot of stuff when I did that. So maybe they'll have some stuff like that this year for the cowl. I don't know. I'm not gonna have time to knit that one this year. I'm gonna be doing the Stephen West one, but I know Stephen West isn't everybody's cup of tea. So if you're looking for something else, maybe something a little smaller, this might be right up your alley. I know that the pattern is free right now, so go grab it. I believe it's free until December 26th when it starts. So go grab that pattern right now before they start charging for it. All right, let's open the Happy Mails. And then the other thing I want to do is I want to try to, after I finish opening all the Advent stuff, I want to take a picture of all of the yarns to date. Now, some of the Advents have a 25th skein that I'm going to open on Christmas. It's kind of like my Christmas present to myself, I guess. But I wanted to have that to open on Christmas Day, some beautiful yarn. And I'll show myself opening that. But I'm going to take a picture of the Advent sets, skeins 1 through 24, little mini skeins, and I'll show you what they look like either today or maybe in Christmas Day's video. I haven't decided yet, and it might be better in Christmas Day video because this video is already going to be long enough with me opening the skeins. So but I wanted you guys to get a picture, an idea of what they all look like together. You've seen me open them, you know, in 1 day, 2 day increments, but it's kind of nice to see what the full palette looks like after you get it all open. And also, I kind of am looking to you guys for some help. You know, I know that I used Miss Babs for the adventure wrap, but I am trying to figure out which one I want to use for my favorite adventure, which is a sweater pattern that I want to knit from Dragon Horde Designs. I want to use one of the mini skeins to knit that, and I want to I don't know what I'm going to do with the other ones. I've just been thinking about the blanket. I think I've kind of come away from the anthology blanket. That's the one by Helen Stewart. Everybody's knitting this year. It was in her Knit Vent 2022. It's a beautiful pattern. It's a circular blanket. But I think I want to make something that maybe allows me to add scraps of my yarn that I have left over. And I've often looked at I think it's Northeasterly blanket. It's the Northeasterly blanket project. I actually have it started in my projects. I thought I had, but it was blending too much. It's a pattern that is by let me get the name so you guys, if you guys are interested in it. It is a pattern by Shenanigans. And it's a way to use up your scraps, and I thought it might be fun to use one of the Advent sets with one of my scraps. And the one I really probably am leaning towards is the Aberdeen wool, because it has a lot of colors and it has a lot of yardage. It has like 3,100 yards of yarn, so I'm thinking that will make a nice blanket. Plus I can put it with a lot of the scraps I have because it's a variety of colors. So I think it'll look really nice. That's what I'm leaning towards for that one. But then I still have the Advent from last year, Swim Fiber. I have not knitted that shawl that I thought I was going to knit. So I'm kind of like rethinking that. And then I'm trying to think about the Quiet Voices from Suburban Stitches. And then Ruby and Roses. I need to figure out something for that as well. And that one's pretty colorful too. All right, first thing let's do, let's open up this present from Kathleen first, and then we'll open up Mary Beth, because Mary Beth gave me like 5 different things. But let's open up this beautiful bag from Kathleen. She told me she was going to send me a card, and this does not feel like a card. And then she said she sent me a Happy Mail. Thank you so much. You're so sweet to think of me. Oh my goodness, I see pink. I see pink. I see pink. Okay. I've got to be good and read the card, but I saw pink. Give me a second. Oh, all right. Let's read the card. Look how sweet. I do that too. I like to put little scrolls under people's names when I send them stuff. This is beautiful. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Love pink flowers. Aw. Oh. Aw, she wanted to thank me for the yarn that I sent her. She'd want some yarn. Oh, I'm so glad that you like it. She's enclosed what's our yarn koozies. You know what? This is so like serendipitous. I think that's the right word. I wanted to make some of these. I actually had just put this on my project list of things to make because I'm making socks and I think it'll be really helpful. It keeps them from rolling and collapsing on itself. They are made out of super saver, so machine washable, dry, and keeps the yarn clean. Thank you so much. Actually, I really have not had the time and I wanted to make these. Oh, okay, let's see. I'm going to need scissors. This is so cool. I am so excited. You have to tell me what pattern you used because I found a pattern. I haven't made them. Aren't these beautiful? Look at this. I love this. Isn't that pretty? I love these. I have needed these. Look at that. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. There's some pink ones. Aren't they pretty? They're really soft. I love that. This pink one, she gave me five of these. That's awesome. I really have needed some of these. And seriously, you can go on my Ravelry thing and I just added this to my list of things I want to make. Look at these. Aren't they beautiful? That's the ombre. That's so pretty. Thank you so much. That is so funny that I just did that. Thank you. I really want some of these and have been wanting to make some. Thank you so much. This is so thoughtful and you handmade these. I will think of you every time I use these. Thank you. I love that. This is awesome. I'm going to use some just now with my yarn that I'm using for the Advent wrap is starting to get to that point where it's coming. You can see I've got like down to 30 grams. So I'll have to put this in one of these and let it, here, look at there. Let it keep it nice and clean and comfy and together. That's my problem is they start coming apart. How cool is that? Thank you so much. That's perfect. Look at that. That's perfect. Thank you. I love that. And maybe I should have picked the lighter pink. I still think this goes really well. It goes nice with my bag. Thank you. And now I don't have to do all these little bags, which might save me a little bit of money. Although I do reuse these a lot. You know, I don't just use it and throw it away. I reuse them. But I do use a lot of them. Alright. Thank you so much. These are so cool. And now I don't have to make any right away. Thank you. I needed some of those. I'm going to put your card on them. Anyway. Now I'm going to open Mary Beth's gifts. I love this. This is so sweet. Thank you. I gotta keep this real quick. Don't want to lose that. Okay, Mary Beth's. Where to start? I have this bag. I have this. I think I'm going to start with the bag because I can kind of see in there. I'm trying to be good. But I can see Christmas stuff. This looks like a hat that she made me. Isn't that pretty? It's a Christmas hat. Alright, I don't have a hat. And I probably need a hat for... I don't wear hats because my hair gets so crazy. But I'm going to put it on for this. For you, Mary Beth. Isn't that pretty? What do you think? I don't know. Do I look okay in hats? I love it. I'm going to need this for when it gets... I mean, it's coming in. I can hear it blowing in. So, thank you so much. That is perfect fit. And cool and Christmassy as well. And this feels heavy. Coffee mug. It says, powered by coffee. Isn't that the truth? I mean, you guys always see me drinking coffee. This is so cute. Powered by coffee. Oh, and yarn. You see that? Powered by coffee and yarn. Isn't that adorable? And then it says, thinking about yarn. Really thinking about yarn. Oh, I love that. That is so true. I love this. Thank you. I know my husband will be grabbing this one. Thank you so much. I love it. I look so funny in a hat. But I love this hat. It is so nice and warm. I just don't think I look good in a hat. I'm used to seeing my hair, like, to see my hair, it seems weird to me. Watch this. If you guys want to see something funny, since we're being so candid with Vlogmas, now, look at my hair. It just gets so, squished in a hat because it's, my hair has a mind of its own. But I do love this. I love the, let me show you guys this. It has some beautiful rib stitching on here. It's so pretty. And I love this Christmas yarn. Can you see that? It looks a little bit like the Stephen West shawl to me. Like she did that ribbing, that braided ribbing down it. It's so pretty. Thank you. You're such a talented crocheter. I love that. And you can see the nice ribbing she did, crochet. You're good. I wish I was a good crocheter. I am not a good crocheter at all. I've tried. I'm not good. I just know how to knit. I lost my crochet battle when I started learning how to knit. Okay, let's just go. Let's do one of these. Little, looks like a tube of cookies. That's what it looks like. Ooh. Oh, isn't this beautiful? One of a kind Madeline Tosh. Ooh, this is Madeline Tosh. This is beautiful. What is this yarn? This is Tosh Merino Light, one of my favorites. And look at the pink. Thank you. This is beautiful. I love Tosh Merino Light. Thank you so much. It is so pretty. That is a gorgeous color, pink. Thank you. Oh, I can't wait to knit with that. I thought it was cookies. Alright, I'm going to open up this because this feels hard. I'm not sure what that is, but I'm going to open it up. Man, you spoil me so much. Thank you. I feel like Christmas is right now. Ooh. You'll get through this. Max Licato. Hope and help for your turbulent times. Awesome. It's a daily. This is so cool. It's a daily calendar with it's just thoughts and scripture. I love this. Thank you so much. I love things like this. Thank you. Let's see. It starts with, oh, it starts now. It starts December the 31st. We don't wait till the year. Look at that. I'm going to set that on my knitting table too. That's awesome. It says on December 31st, but now in a single victorious stroke of life, all three, sin, guilt, death are gone, and the gift of our Master Jesus Christ. Thank God. 1 Corinthians 15:57. The Message. Thank you. Ain't that the truth? Thank you so much. We're so blessed that we have a God who loves us so much. Thank you for that. I love that. I'm going to open this one, and then I'm going to open the other thing that looks like cookies because it might be yarn. I have another thing that looks like cookies. I'm going to open this one, though. In this cute paper, got some cute tissue paper. I do feel like it's Christmas right now. Oh, wow. Create in me a pure heart, O God, and renew a steadfast spirit within me. That is so pretty. Psalms 30, I can't read. My eyes are going out. 51:10. Isn't that beautiful? This is a journal. Thank you. Oh, cool. I need one of these for this year and to keep organized. It's to write everything down. It's so pretty. Sometimes when I get pretty things like this, it's like I don't want to mess it up. My handwriting is awful. This is great. This is just a notebook, and I love that it has the lines in it because when I have something that doesn't have the lines, I go all over the paper. Thank you so much. This is awesome. Definitely will use that for sure. I got all the stuff that I need. I needed stuff like that. So thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Because my book that I use all the time is only for this year, so it's running out. So thank you. I definitely am going to be using that. And you can see I use this all the time. It just stays right here beside me. I put my doctor stuff in there. I put everything in there to stay in my head. Otherwise, if I don't write it down, I will forget. Got too many doctor things I have to go to. All right, this is the last thing. Is it cookies or is it yarn? I'm thinking it's yarn. It feels like yarn, but it looks like cookies, right? Doesn't it look like a big old thing of cookie dough or something? All right. Ooh, she knows me well. You all know me too well. Madeline Tosh, thank you so much. You went to too much trouble to spoil me. This is another one of a kind. And this is Tosh Merino Light, my favorite. Look at the color. I love her one-of-a-kind yarns. They don't do this. Well, maybe they do it still. I know they did a lot of this when I became familiar with Madeline Tosh. I'm probably going to tell you, you guys way too much. You're probably going to like zone out. I'm getting geek out on you just for a minute about Madeline Tosh. They started in Fort Worth, Texas, which is, you know, I live in that area on the other side, but they started in Fort Worth. Her name was Amy. She was a yarn dyer. She started Madeline Tosh. You used to could go on Madeline Tosh website and get the one-of-a-kinds, the stuff that they dyed that didn't turn out exactly like what they were going for like making a mass recipe, but still, look how beautiful these are. They got blues, and you know, maybe the yarn didn't pick up the dye exactly like they thought it should, but it's gorgeous. This is beautiful. The purple is purple and pinks, and I just love this, and I love that dark blue. That is beautiful. Thank you. But anyway, they sold their company a few years ago to Jimmy Bean Wool, and I still love Jimmy Bean Wool. I've always loved that store, and they're still continuing the Madeline Tosh line. They're actually bringing some of the older colors back, but I know they've had sales. I don't know. Maybe they did have the one-of-a-kinds, and I just missed it. I haven't been yarn shopping that much. I promise. Thank you so much. These are beautiful. Oh my gosh, thank you. You spoil me way too much. This and this. I love all this stuff. You know I'll use everything. So thank you so much. And thank you for Kathleen for my yarn cozies. I'm so excited about these because seriously, I have been wanting to make these, and I just got a pattern. I think I bought a pattern too of these to make from Nitty Natty. I bought her pattern to use to make some as well. So thank you. These are very handy. This is going to get me through the crunch till I can make some more, but I love them. You have to share with me what pattern. I'm going to ask you what pattern you use. These look crocheted or knitted. Are they crocheted or knitted? I can't tell. I think it's crochet. Looks like maybe a single stitch crochet. That is so cool. That's a great idea to do that as well. If I could crochet as good as you. I just went into Ravelry because I was looking for that northeasterly blanket, and I see I have a gift in Ravelry this morning. Katie Bear, Katia Hernandez, thank you so much. She sent me a present, a pattern. It was a pattern. I didn't mean to hit the camera, sorry. A pattern that I had put on my wish list. It's an Advent 2020 sweater. It's a pattern by Helene's Knit House, who is Helene Koch. And it's an Advent sweater that you can use made for mini skeins. And you can take your mini skeins and make this sweater. And she's saying maybe I can use it for one of my Advent sets, which I'm going to put pictures here as I'm talking. And maybe you guys can help me decide. It actually might be the perfect sweater for the, it looks a little bit like the yarns I got from Ruby and Roses. Let me think, but you know what you think. I also kind of think, I'm thinking it might be really pretty for the Suburban Stitches because that's got color, but it's also subtle. That might be really nice for that too. Thank you so much, Katia, for thinking of me and for giving me that gift. I mean, you went on my wish list and looked. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. You are so sweet. I hope you're doing well and having a Merry Christmas as well. Thank you. That's such a nice surprise to go on Ravelry and see that you have a gift. Thank you for your thoughtfulness and for thinking of me. You're so sweet. I appreciate that. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you so much. And thank you guys for sitting with me while I open some gifts. I appreciate that. And thank you so much, Kathleen and Mary Beth. I love all my presents. You guys are so sweet to spoil me so much. Thank you. I hope wherever you guys are that you're having a Merry Christmas and you'll get to spend some time doing something that you love, whether it might be knitting or time with your family, whatever it is. I just hope that you find the time to do something that you love at this time of year. And you deserve that. And just take a little bit of time for yourself. And and do it. And, you know, life's short. Just do what's something that you love today. And thank you so much. I love all my gifts. And let's see, what am I going to do now? I think I'm going to go knit and get through that and try to get this stuff done today. And I hope that you all have a wonderful rest of your day. And then tomorrow I'll be back, and hopefully I'll be having a finished blocked stole. As I block it, I'll try to take some pictures of it, or some few tips. I've done blocking tutorials on this channel before, but I'll try to take a few little things as I block it, if I can get to that state today, and take you guys along with me on that. And then tomorrow, hopefully I can show you my stole finished and the other stoles and what we're doing, getting ready for Christmas Eve church. All right, I'm going to get off of here. I've been yakking too long, and I hope you guys are doing well, and have a good rest of your day. I'll take you along with me as I can, and we'll have an update again tomorrow for day 24, one day before Christmas. All right.
It's cold outside, but the fire keeps us warm. We can spend the night underneath the mistletoe, and I've gotten you a present that I put under the tree. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for you and me. The snow is falling down and the storm is on its way, but as long as you're around, everything will be okay. 'Cause all I wanna do is spend this holiday with you. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for me and you. I've longed for this moment to have you for myself, in a cabin out in nowhere, just us and no one else. I've decorated everything to be perfect for this week. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for you and me. Another year went by, but the difference this time is that ever since July, I've been happier than I have ever been. It's safe to say that my love for you is true. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for me and you. I've longed for this moment to have you for myself, in a cabin out in nowhere, just us and no one else. I've decorated everything to be perfect for this week. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for you and me. in the air, 'cause something is waiting for me. Oh, I've been good, but I can't last. Hurry Christmas, hurry now. I can't wait to see what's under the Christmas tree for you and me. Oh, little bad toys that cuddle and woo, dinosaurs, boats, and kitty cats too. Santa Claus is coming. I know that Santa Claus is coming. Oh, little bad toys that cuddle and woo, dinosaurs, boats, and kitty cats too. Santa Claus is coming. I know that Santa Claus is coming. Santa is coming. I know. Santa is coming. Oh. Last year I thought about how things can come around just like that if everyone is here to celebrate one day. We have our ups and downs, but when there's love, there's always a way. And oh, this time of year, we come together to celebrate. Yes, every time the snow is falling down and it is cold outside, we gather around the fireplace and no one cares about yesterday. My favorite holiday, it means so much more than words can say. And I claim that Christmas is a magic day. Sometimes I tend to forget what glory this holiday represents, but it's fair to say that Christmas is a magic day. This year I'll think about how I'm so lucky to have a place that I can come home to. Yes, I am on my way. We'll put our differences aside and just enjoy this moment of peace and love and happiness. We come together to celebrate. Yes, every time the snow is falling down and it is cold outside, we gather around the fireplace and no one cares about yesterday. My favorite holiday, it means so much more than words can say. And I claim that Christmas is a magic day. Sometimes I tend to forget what glory this holiday represents, but it's fair to say that Christmas is a magic day. This year I'll think about how I'm so lucky to have a place that I can come home to. Yes, I am on my way. We'll put our differences aside and just enjoy this moment of peace and love and happiness. We come together to celebrate. Yes, every time the snow is falling down and it is cold outside, we gather around the fireplace and no one cares about yesterday. My favorite holiday, it means
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to day 24 of Vlogmas. Filming a day ahead is kind of messing with my mind, because this morning when I woke up, I was thinking, it's day 24, it's Christmas Eve, and we've got Christmas Eve church tonight. And Brian was like, it's the 23rd. I was so excited that it was Christmas Eve, and we had church tonight, so that's tomorrow. I'm not in my right mind. I'm a day ahead of everything. But welcome to day 24 for Vlogmas for us, since I'm doing this a day ahead. I hope you're all doing well this morning. It is cold here. If you saw the video, you just finished watching the video from the other day, and we had snow flurries. We did not get a lot of it. We did not get any accumulation. There might be like just a little slickness out there. It is cold. It is 9 degrees here in Texas. 9 degrees. We are in single digits here in Texas. December the 23rd. I cannot believe this. This is so cold for us. This is one of the coldest temperatures I can remember for it to be for us. So it's cold today. Anyway, we let the heater run in the bathroom to warm it up before we had to get showers and stuff. So that helped tremendously. Let's see, what am I going to be doing today? Today I got some more happy mails and cards I want to share with you guys. Everybody's been blessing me so much. Thank you so much, and I want to share that with you. I hope you don't mind. I finished one of my Advent projects, the MKAl calendar stole. It's sitting right here. I finished Clue 12, and I was able to wash it and give it a block. So I'm going to show you that. And then I have the other 2 stoles. I have 2020, 2021, and now this is 2022. I'm going to show you those really quick. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail, because I show clues 11 and clues 12, and then I show a video of the whole thing for this Advent for this year. So you're probably going, we've seen too many stoles, enough about the stoles, Gina, go on to something else. Let's see, today, what am I going to be doing? Cleaning up a little bit. I thought I was going to church this afternoon, but I'm not. But on Christmas Eve, we'll be going to church. And also on Sunday, on Christmas Day, we get to go to church as well. I wanted just to mention to you guys, I know some of you have been saying to me like that you might be more shut in, and I totally get that. I have a very hard time getting out. Our church does online services, and I know they're going to do at least one Christmas Eve service online. If you're interested, I'm going to put a link to my church's YouTube channel down below. It is called Christ Fellowship McKinney. It's non-denominational. You're welcome to watch the Christmas Eve service. They are going to be at 2 p.m. Central Standard, 4 p.m. Central Standard Time in the U.S., 6 p.m. Central Standard Time in the U.S. So there's 3 services. Again, I'm not sure which one they're going to broadcast, but they may broadcast all 3. We're probably not going to go to I don't know. That's a Saturday. I was thinking Brian had to work that day, but I want to go to the early one, but we'll just have to see. I don't know. We like to do our presents Christmas Eve, and then Santa stuff Christmas Day. So that would be nice to do that on earlier, but we'll just see where we can fit it in, and want to go, where it works best with his schedule. I have no idea, because I was thinking he had to work Christmas Eve, but it's a Saturday, so no, he doesn't. See, I'm all off on my days. I'm confused. I tell you what, let's talk a little bit about these happy mails. I did wind. I'll show you something pretty though. I did wind my sock yarn. This is the Timber Yarns Holiday Magic sock yarn. It was split into 2 skeins, and I did wind it, and then I put them in these cozies that Kathleen made me. Isn't that cute? So I'm going to try to cast that on after Christmas. You do a just plain vanilla sock pattern, just to get back into the shape of the sock, and how you do, there's certain ways you have to do the heel and gusset, and knitting the stitches around there so that you don't get a lot of laddering. So I'm going to just practice a little bit, and at least the first couple of pairs, and make a pair of socks for Brian. I have cast on his. I've got to find it. It's in the bag over here at the end of my end table. I've got a pair of, I'll try to put a picture if I took a picture. It's some Patton's Croy sock yarn. It's black and gray for him. You know, men, they don't want to wear something, or my man doesn't want to wear something like this. So I may try to do that as a practice set too. Do a couple, you know, do a pair for him, do a pair for me, and that'll be for his birthday, which is coming up in February. Anyway, so let's look at these Happy Mail stuff. I got this beautiful card from Verna Bradshaw, and isn't that pretty? And Verna has a channel. Everybody whom I mentioned today, I'm gonna link down in the description box below. Some people have channels, some people don't. Some people are going to be starting channels. But this is from Verna and her husband. Thank you so much. It's so beautiful. I'm gonna hang it on the wall here in a minute. I got another beautiful Christmas card from Joyce. This is hilarious. I have to read this one. This is from Joyce Swenson and her husband and son. It says, "Merry Christmas from our messy, jolly, chaotic, shopping half done, hauls half decked, behind schedule, perfectly imperfect, unorganized, maybe next year we'll start earlier, warm happy house to yours." Isn't that great? I love that. Thank you, Joyce. I'll let it there for a second so you guys can maybe stop the video and read it if you want. It's hilarious. Thank you. I'm going to hang that on the wall too. Thank you so much for thinking of us. The next two things I got are physical presents. Physical Happy Mails. The first one I got is from Sherry Knowles. I believe Sherry has a channel. She told me she was going to send me a card, and this is squishy. This is not a card. These people are sneaky. Aw, look at this. We got a card. We did get a card. This looks beautiful, whatever this is. Oh, how pretty. Look at this card. Isn't that beautiful? Peace on earth. I love that. Aw. Thank you. May you be blessed with the peaceful spirit of Christmas now and throughout the year. Aw, you are so sweet. Thank you, Sherry. I appreciate that. And she put Brian's name on there too. I appreciate that. Thank you. I'm going to hang that on the wall. Thank you. And then what does she give me in here? I got lots of little goodies in here. Let's see. Ooh, isn't that pretty? I love these. I love these. She's crocheted me a towel holder for a towel. Share your blessings. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, I love that. I love that you can, I love these. I don't have very many of these, so thank you. Isn't that beautiful? You did such a good job. Love the colors. It's awesome. And then, oh, I actually need one of these. I just demolished the one that I got from, God, why can't I think of her name? I'll think of her name. I'll put it over my face. I got one last year from, she lives in Canada. What's wrong with my brain? But look at one of these scrubbies. I love this. Thank you. Oh, wow. What in the world did you get me? She got me all kinds of teas. Let's see. Looks like tea. There's teas. Immunity Boost. Aw. British Blends. Energy Boost. That's the one I need to be drinking. Aw, look at this little clip. Let's see. What does it say? Clip. TR tag. Oh, and that's sweet. It's got like a little cross on there. Can you guys see it? Probably not. Or a little flower. That's a flower. That's so cute. Aw, thank you. And I got more teas. I got linden tea, lemon and ginger tea, and British tea. Awesome. Thank you. Heart tea. Man, I'm going to be healthy if I drink all this tea. Carrington English breakfast tea. Thank you. That's awesome. I have all kinds of teas here. That is great. I actually have a pitcher over there that heats water like really fast for teas. And I need to use that more. I think my husband uses it more than me to heat up like for food and stuff. Let's see. There's 2 more pouches in here. My goodness, Sherry. Thank you. Aw. Look at this. This looks like stitch markers, progress markers. These are. They're beautiful. There's a cross. Let's see if I can do it with my hand because you'll see it better if I do it like this. That's beautiful. An angel. Oh, I love the angel. Look at that. Isn't she beautiful? And then I got, let's see, I've shown that. And then this one, this cross. This is beautiful too. Look at that with the blue beads. Aw, thank you. Those are beautiful. I love them. Thank you so much. So pretty. Man, I'm spoiled. Spoiled rotten. I've had Christmas for 24 days, you guys. Thank you so much for spoiling me. This is Where a Prayer. Every Sunday, the Round Memorial Church at Seabrook, New Hampshire, distributes a bulletin to its members. Included on the bulletin is a list of people and families in need of prayer. The cone-shaped beads on each prayer bracelet are torn pieces of the bulletins that are hand-rolled and sealed. The bracelets serve as a beautiful reminder to pray daily and bring comfort to yourself and your loved ones. Ah, that's so cool. Look at that. That's made from the torn bulletins from the church, from where they pray. Isn't that beautiful? Here, maybe you guys can see it better like that. That is so pretty, and it's pink. Aw, it's got a little charm. I happily wear this. Thank you. Look at that. That's beautiful. Thank you. And then it's got something else. Oh, bookmarks. Thank you. These are so pretty. I wonder if you made all these. These are gorgeous. Look at this. This bookmark. I love that. And this one. That is so pretty. I may share some of these with Brian. But these are gorgeous. Thank you. I love them. Oh, thank you so much. What a thoughtful gift. I really do appreciate that. And this means so much. This is so cool that I got Mary Beth's bracelet on here. And I've got, I knew I'd put that on. I was like, why isn't it on? It had fallen in my shirt. And then now I've got your bracelet, which reminds me to pray for the people of New Hampshire. I love that. That's so cool. That's a very cool thing. Thank you so much. And thank you for the stitch markers and the towel holder that you made. I love it. I love everything. And the scrubby and all my tees and the beautiful card. I'm going to go hang these cards on the wall real quick. And then I have one more present to show you guys. And then we will get on into knitting. I want to show you my knitting stuff. If you guys don't mind, I'd love to, I love to talk about knitting. Oh, I think I dropped something. Hold on. Let's see. What is this? This fell out. This was right there that says, do not grieve, for the joy of the Lord is your strength. And that's what was on what Mary Beth sent me yesterday. Here. Isn't that beautiful? I love that verse. That's cool. That is very cool. It looks like another marker. Like you can put it over your book and keep your place. That is so cool. Thank you. That had fallen out and fallen by my leg. So thank you so much, Sherry. You are so sweet. And I will link Sherry down below. I think she has a channel. I'm really bad lately about being on other people's channels, but I'm going to do better. Next year, that's what I want to do, is watch more people's stuff and do less of mine, a little bit less of mine. Because I think that's important. All right, thank you so much. Let me go hang these on the wall, and I will be right back and show you this last gift. Okay, that's looking good. I should have made it a little bit bigger. I think last year I had it strung all the way to the Knitting TurnPike sign, and this year, because I put the tree up right there, which I love the tree. I love the little tree right there. Brian was telling me the other day that we have this tree right here. We have a small little red one, like on our porch over here as well, and it's kind of like a little Santa tree in here, which it brings more Christmas in here, because we usually just decorate the mantle, and there's not a lot in here. So having this tree and that tree in here is nice, because the Christmas tree is in the other. We have a front den with a pool table, and that's where I've been opening all my advents on that table in that room in there. And we have like a little sitting area over there as well, but it's all in there. And so the Christmas is usually in there, and then on the outside of the home. So in here, it's kind of like, this is where we mostly sit, or I especially do. It's kind of like there's really not a lot of Christmas in here, except for our stockings and stuff. But it's nice to have the two Christmas trees in here this year. So he and I are both glad that we have that in here. So awesome. Thank you for inspiring me to do that in here. And I just love the little yarn on it as well. I love all the ornaments everybody sent me and the yarn. It just reminds, every day I get to see that, it reminds me of all the beautiful friends I've made on YouTube here this year and last year. And I just treasure each and every one of you. So thank you so much. This last gift is from Susan Fortner. It doesn't have a card. She said it couldn't be sent with a card. It showed up and I was like, okay, who sent us this? And then she emailed me and said, I sent you something. So thank you so much, Susan. She sent us a lot of stuff. Let me show you what she sent us. She sent us this, and she put, this was also for me and Brian. So this was really, really sweet and thoughtful. She sent us this savory sausage sampler from Hickory Farms, which, yum. It looks like it's got meat and cheese and mustard and all that. That looks amazing. Thank you so much. We will eat. And you know, I was telling Brian, I was like, if we didn't lose power today, and they're talking like how they don't think we are, because we didn't get a lot of ice and snow, so I think that really does help. There are maybe, I think, a few people in Texas, but they said just a few, and they're working really hard to get the power back to them. But they're thinking they can handle the load. Fingers crossed and praying. But it's like, you know, I was like, if we do lose power, we at least have Hickory Farm stuff we can eat, something we don't have to heat up, and, you know, we have snacks we can eat. And then she also sent us this, the Good Grocer. Now this I've never heard of before. It's from Austin, Texas. It's a care package from them. It says, this box is filled full of yummies by someone who thinks you're pretty awesome. Well, I think you're awesome too, Susan. Thank you. It says The Good Grocer. And let me just show you some things in here. There's all kinds of stuff in here. 100% happiness guarantee. There's organic popcorn. There's pumpkin seeds. There's, oh my gosh, love corn. There's some things in here I've never heard of. There's this sesame thins. There's, oh, more of these. Now, these I've heard of. I just got some of these the other day. Some of these double chocolate brownie cookies. Yum. There's, ooh, those look good. Pomegranate vanilla flavored cashews. Ooh, my goodness. Here's a protein cookie. Awesome. This is Super Grains Puffs. These are awesome. Paleo Puffs. This is so healthy, but also a little snacky. I love it. Paleo Puffs and Fruit Crisps. My goodness. And it's still going. I still got a whole, I mean, there's like, that looks good. Some kind of candy. This is like a Rice Krispie treat. But this is all probably healthy stuff that I can eat, because it's, I'm sure she, yeah, plant-based, deliciously soft-baked birthday cake. Yum. There's, what is this? This is sugar cookie dough. Yum. And this is, I'm going to have to share this with Brian, aren't I? Yeah, it had his name on it. There's strawberry banana fruit bar. Yum. And mango. My goodness. Thank you. This is Mama Chia Squeeze Blackberry Bliss. This was like a drink or yogurt or something. It's a snack. And then there's peanut butter bites. That sounds awesome. There's another flavor of peanut butter bites. And I think there's another candy. Okay, so there's two of those. I can share. There's one for me and one for Brian. So I'll share with him that. And the peanut butter bites, there's two of those. So, but the rest is mine. No, I'm just kidding. I'll share with him. Thank you so much. There's so much food in here. Thank you. I appreciate it. If the power does go out, we will be fed. That is awesome. Thank you so much. I don't want to make a lot of crinkly noise. This is great. But look at all this. Thank you so much, Susan. This is such a nice gift with the Hickory Farms. Thank you. You are so sweet, and I appreciate it. Appreciate you so much. It's been such a pleasure to get to know you this year, and I look forward to next year. I'm so excited about this next year. We'll be doing a video on after that, but I want to get to know people a lot better this next year that I do YouTube. That's my goal. That's my #1 goal for doing YouTube, is trying to get to know you guys a little bit better. I feel like I don't want it to be quite so one-sided. So that's my goal, my #1 goal. And then I have some knitting goals and stuff, but that's the #1 thing for me. All right, give you 1 second. Okay, you guys know me. I got to do a little a sample taste test. I'm going to try this thing, this Unreal candy. I'm being bad. It's good. It tastes like a Mounds, but it only has like 3 grams of sugar in it. That is so good. How do they do that? How do they make something taste like that? And only put 3 grams of sugar in it. I don't know. I don't understand. That is so good. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to finish eating that. Thank you so much, Susan. That is awesome. That's good. How do they make it taste so good? Alright, so I've showed you the stoles. I've got all that linked together. If I could talk, I'm going to walk around behind the couch and just show you, just kind of drape them down in front of the camera so you can see the rest of them and maybe compare. I already have picked my favorite pattern, but I want you guys to maybe, if you see one you like, let me know. In 2019, I gave that one away. This was 2020. I'm not going to go like on and on and on about it. I'm just going to kind of try to drape it so you guys can see it. Here you go. It started here. These two, the one thing I didn't like about it is she did have a couple of patterns, like they really didn't show up very well after they blocked. This year on the best of the MKAl calendar stoles, all the patterns seem to show up really well. Like here's another one. Like this one doesn't really show up well. It is there. Like where did it go? Like it's there, but it's hard to see unless you like manipulate the fabric a little bit. I did knit this with you guys. This was back when I first started my channel. My first year. Okay, so that's 2020. Last year, I knitted this when I did all those 12 days at Knitmas. And Patty knitted hers. And I was looking for Patty's last night to block it. I got to find that again. I had it the other day when I started this. All right, this is 2021. This is last year's. This is done in a heavy bamboo lace yarn, so it's a lot thinner. Well, it's not a lot thinner, but it is thinner. I used Diana dye, heavy lace, bamboo yarn, gold beads. This colorway, I believe, it's a beige colorway. I can't remember the name. Like this pattern right here that I'm about to get to at the top is one of those ones that's kind of hard to see, like that one. And then this. The reason why I want to show you this though is right here is anchors, and that's going to be the one that I end with on this other pattern. That's we ended with anchors this year, and I knew I had knitted that before. All right, so that was 2021. Now 2022, which is the best of. I really agree. I believe she picked the best patterns for this one. All right, we started with this. And then we did bees, we did butterflies, we did flame, we did water. Water's my favorite. This one right here, I like this one the best. It was fun to do and I like the openness of it. That's my favorite pattern that we did. Then we did drops, purple irises. That is, oh, I forgot this one. Water lilies, dragonflies, and then this is the anchors, and that's the one that I just showed you on the other scarf. And that's what it looks like in a little bit heavier yarn. And then, of course, the picot bind off. And those are the scarves, and thank you for letting me knit these with you the last 3 years. These have been my Advent projects the last 3 years. Actually, I've knitted them the last 4 years, but I didn't have a YouTube channel that first year. And I did give that away for a fundraiser that I believe Daigo Crochet did. I believe that's where it was. It was a fundraiser or something that someone had. I gave it away. All right, so there we go. There are my 3 stoles for Advent. And it's become some, oh, Sorry. It's become something that I really love to do, knitting those stoles around Advent. I don't know what it is. It's different than doing the Advent yarn. You're using the same yarn, but you get the glue every other day. It's so much fun. And I love the Never Enough Lace group in Ravelry. If you're looking for a group that does something all year long, it's that group. They have make-alongs all year long. Bridget Koch, the designer of this stole, excuse me, she's one of the founders of the group. And they have a really good moderator who's Debbie. And they're just a really nice group of ladies that love to knit lace and beads. And they do all kind of lacy shawls all year long. And I've done a few of them, not many, but I've done a few. And I've done this for the last 4 years. And it's just so much fun. Give me one second. So sorry about that. I showed you the sock yarn. I did pick this up, this adventurer wrap from Amber O'Brien. I knitted a few more rows so you can see the darker pink coming in now at the top. You can kind of see that lighter pink, which was color 5, and then now I'm working on color 6. So I'm hoping maybe to get on to color 7 later today, maybe even color 8. I don't know. We'll just have to see. But the rest of today, I've got to, I still got to film some stuff for Christmas Day. And I've got the Christmas Day video. And then I've got to work on this video, which posts tomorrow. And then I hope to do a little bit more Advent knitting. I'm just going to work on the Adventurer wrap. If I get tired of that, I may try to cast on a first sock with this. So that's my plans for knitting. Since I finished the stole, and I'm glad I finished it because I can wear it to church Christmas Eve. And I think that's really it. Maybe clean up a little bit, organized a few things. I can put away the wrapping paper now. I think all the presents have been wrapped, and just kind of pick up a little bit because things are starting to look a little. But anyway, I think that's my day. I hope that you. Good morning. This is the MKAl Best of the MKAl Calendar Stoles pageant by Bridget Koch. If you're new here, this is a stole pattern. It's one of my Advent knitting projects for this year. Every other day we get a new clue that we get to knit. And today I'm showing you clue 11. All of my other clues are shown in my other videos for Vlogmas. So if you want to check that out, go ahead. I am going to be showing the finished stole on the last video, either the 23rd, 24th, or on Christmas Day, depending on. I've got one more clue to knit. This is clue 11. This is called Dragonflies, and I enjoyed this so much. It was so easy. I don't know if you can see, we did another one of those knit under the strands type of stitches that I showed you guys back on clue 2 when we did this clue called the bees. Remember I taught you guys how to do that, so I'm not going to teach you how to do this because I might have a clip of it, but it's the same technique, except in this clue you're only doing a couple of strands, and it's not it's a different way to create this. No, I think it's the same way to create the strands, but it's just smaller stitches, and it also moves, which creates these beautiful diagonal lines. I think it's just really, really cool. Anyway, I should be still so you guys can see it. Sorry, I'm just kind of moving the camera everywhere. Anyway, it's clue 11. I'm going to be trying, I did start clue 12. She gave us both clues yesterday so that we could hopefully finish before Christmas. So I started clue 12. It's called Anchors, and I knitted that last year in the stole. I'm going to try to show you the last 3 years of doing this stole. I've done the last, so this will be my 4th year. But this is clue 11, Dragonflies. And it's, again, knitting under the strands to create that stitch. Thank you so much for letting me share this. Okay, I'm working on the MKAl Calendar Stole, clue number 11. There's a knit under the stitches again, stitch. This one just has 2 stitches. See, basically, you just, for the stitch that you're going to knit into, you're going to go under those stitches again. Knit into the stitch, next stitch on your left hand needle, pull the stitch out and under those strands, and then let that stitch drop off your needle. That's all you do. I just thought I'd share that with you. This is for the dragonflies, similar to the bees, but this one just has two. Let me show you what it looks like. I'll do it again. You're going under those strands and out, and then dropping it, and it looks like that. It's just a smaller one. Alright, here is the best of the MKAl calendar stole. This is clue 12. This is called Anchors. I'm about to go wash this, block it, and pin it out. So you'll see this more blocked, but I did look this up, and this was in last year's stole. I'll put a picture for that as well, so you can see the difference between fingering weight yarn and heavy lace weight yarn. There's a big difference. But I'm about to go block this and pin it out. It was beautiful. Did the picot beaded bind off as well. I'll put a link down in the description box to Astrid's video on how to do that. Very simple knitting. None of the stitches in this stitch was complicated at all. There was slip knits, knit two togethers, yarn overs, all easy lace knitting, both charted and text written out. And then this was the last interlude, the one between 11 and 12. And that's it. I'm going to go block it, and I'll show you that with the other stoles from the last 2 years before 2020, 2021, 2022. Giving this a nice bath in some wool wash and some water. Then let it soak for about 15 minutes and then pin it out. Okay, for the last 2 days, days 23 and 24, before Christmas, on the Advent wheel, from the Bible, it says, for day 23, to you is born this day in the city of David a Savior who is Christ the Lord. Luke 2:11. And in day 24, it says, the Word became flesh and dwelt among us, and we have seen his glory. John 1:14. Today for Advent, we're going to talk about another name of Jesus mentioned in the Bible. Jesus is referred to as MKAl, which means God with us. It says in Matthew 1:23, the virgin will conceive and give birth to a son, and they will call him MKAl, which means God with us. The verse above is the first of 43 messianic quotes from the Old Testament that Matthew included in his gospel narrative. By linking Jesus' life to the Old Testament promises, Matthew demonstrates that Jesus' birth and life fulfilled Old Testament prophecy to show God's provision for his people and his faithfulness to follow through. Jesus' birth and life physically manifest a spiritual reality. God wants to be with his people. He created humans with this relationship in mind, breathing his own life into us, creating us in his own image, and placing us with souls so that we may commune with him. In the Garden of Eden, God's presence was very real to Adam and Eve as he walked with them in the cool of the evening. Although Adam's and Eve's sin separated them from God, he was never far from his people. When he led the Israelites out of Egypt, he went before them in a pillar of cloud by day and a pillar of fire by night. His glory was visible in a cloud covering Mount Sinai, the tabernacle, and the temple as a manifestation of his presence with the Israelites. Throughout history, God has demonstrated his longing to be close to his people. Sin has marred our relationship with him, but Jesus' embodiment shows God's commitment to dwelling with his people. This is mind-blowing when you think about it. God himself set aside his brilliance, took on human form, and became one of us. He walked among us, ate, laughed, cried, slept, felt tired, angry, and happy. He, the creator of the world, became as one of the created because he longs to be with us. And he was willing to do whatever it took even set aside his glory, humbling himself to the point of death on a cross just to be with us forever. That is amazing love. Joyce and Susan and Sherry and Verna, thank you guys so much for spoiling me today. That was so sweet of you to think of me and to send me something. I really do appreciate it. And for the happy mails I received yesterday, that was so kind. Thank you. It just made my day to know that you thought of me and went to all that trouble. So thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. I do hope you all have a great rest of your day. Do something that you enjoy today for yourself. Just take a few minutes and do something you love. And Christmas is coming. Tomorrow is the 24th. And, well, you're seeing this on the 24th. Christmas will be here tomorrow. And I just pray that each and every one of you come to know the real meaning of Christmas if you don't already. And thank you to those who have encouraged me to continue to do the Advent series. At first I wasn't sure. It's not really knitting related, but it is very important to me, my faith, and it means the world to me that I get messages that you enjoy it, because I know these videos are not the most viewed that I do, and it doesn't matter to me. What matters to me is I hope that someone who maybe needs to hear it will hear it. And if they have questions, you can email me, and if I don't know the answer, I'll try to find the answer, and I'm just happy to share God's word and God's love with you. And thank you for letting me do that, and for spending time with me. It has meant the world to me. On Christmas Day, I will do a shorter video, I promise. I cannot believe this one's going to be longer than an hour, but I'll do a much shorter video. We'll wrap this up, and then I will have some stuff happening after Christmas. I'll have the giveaway, picking the giveaway winners for giveaway number 4. I'll have a giveaway for January starting, and I'm also going to give you guys a little bit of clues about some things I'm going to be doing for the next year here on the Knitting Turnpike. All right, well, thank you so much. Have a great rest of your day. I'll see you all tomorrow. Have a good Christmas Eve. Bye-bye.